Alright guys and girls, it's jerninghgam here. There's been a shooting in Brazil with some family members of someone's children. Very saddening news again. So I'm going to be showing you the news and you're going to be listening to what the guy says on the news channel. It's always sick and horrifying that you hear that your family members or someone gets hurt or harmed. It's horrible. And the way the world is at the minute, it's a nasty place for some people, but some of it, we all put up with it. But I'm going to be showing you this program on the TV.
In Brazil, the families of two young girls shot dead whilst playing outside their homes in Rio de Janeiro are calling for justice. They believe the cousins, aged 4 and 7, were killed by stray police bullets, but the military police denies their officers were involved. The shooting happened in the Duque de Caxias area of Rio de Janeiro's metropolitan region, as Helen Ann Smith reports.
Through the favelas of Rio de Janeiro, a funeral procession for two little girls.
Horrible.
The cries of mourners heavy not just with grief, but with rage. A devastated community watched on as their coffins were buried. Rebecca Beatrix Rodriguez dos Santos was 7 years old. Her cousin Emily Victoria Silva dos Santos was just 4. Both killed by stray bullets as they played in the street. Emily's father sealed her grave with his own hands, his fury palpable. And that's because this family blame the police for these deaths. They say they saw officers firing into the community and they want justice.
A police officer that says he's prepared and should protect us, and then shoots in the direction of 4 small children. I can't get it straight in my mind, my head. I really can't understand this.
Police operations in Rio favelas are an almost daily occurrence and almost always violent. The criminal drug gangs they seek are well armed, but the people living here are poor and too often caught in the crossfire. One charity claims 22 children have been hit just this year. 8 have died.
In general, it is boys and girls that live in favelas who die. That's why these deaths are ignored by the authorities.
The police deny involvement this time, but it's unlikely to wash in these embattled communities. They say officers shoot first and ask questions second, and it's costing the most innocent of lives. Helen Ann Smith, Sky News.
Wow.
The family of Roald Dahl has apologised for anti-Semitic comments.
What kind of world are we living in? You know, people are suffering as it is, and we're going around shooting, killing people and each other and stuff. But some people like to play shooting games and killing people on computer games, but we're not talking about computer games. We're talking about movies that people get died and killed in there. I mean, this is real life. Sometimes people know that they're here and they're not there. Much remember that is. Some of us are lucky and fortunate we got good systems in our country to look after us all. Other countries haven't got that kind of system, that people care about them. I mean, we're lucky in some countries that people care about us, or sometimes it may not seem they care about us, but they do. And sometimes people get confused about people caring for them. But that news, what we heard there in Brazil, with the children, that's horrible. It was really heartbreaking. And a lot of their friends and family members are going to be very, very upset and angry, probably thinking, why on earth would the police shoot people in the why would the police shoot children in the street? It's just wrong. You know what I mean? We all have families. We all play a role in this world. But what I mean by that is we all live on the same earth. We all breathe in the same air. And we all live on the earth. But for something to happen like that, it will just take your life away just because you're playing outside and enjoying yourself. That's what people do, don't they? Have fun, have a laugh. You know, it's just it just annoys me. You know what I mean? And some people say to me, "You can't save everybody in the world." But what I heard on that news, it's heartbreaking. It's terrible, and I hope them kids that have died and children, I hope they rest in peace because it's just heartbreaking. I mean, being a mother and a father that hears about that noise of that incident with their families, they get very upset and wonder why it happens to them, and they never thought it would have happened. But some people need to think in life. I'm giving you some positive attitude in this video. That you do something to somebody, then you pay the consequences. Not all the time you get away with it. That's the thing. And there's a lot of very upset people now on that video. And will the world get any better? It'll probably get worse. Got any bloody beard? Has it happened before? I probably reckon it probably has happened before. It's not this incident what's just happened in Brazil. It may have happened in other countries as well. It's very sad. I'm looking around in the air, thinking to myself, why on earth the world what we're living in? It's supposed to be a great world where people get on and help each other and be happy, but it's not the case half the time. But all I can say for this video is, rest in peace the people that have died in Brazil. And there's probably going to be a lot more deaths there, unfortunately, but it's quite rough there, apparently. Other countries are a lot safer. Honestly, I'm just getting a bit annoyed with this video. Anyway, I better go. Silly world we're living in. You see, once you've taken a life, you can't repair it. It's not a game. It's not respawning back into a game. You can't bring them back again. Or they come back as something else. Some people believe they come back as spirits or angels or ghosts. Which you hear. But anyway, what do you guys and girls think about this video? Do you think it's wrong that those children, what were playing outside, got shot for no reason in Brazil, just for playing and enjoying themselves? That's what children do. They enjoy themselves. And some police officer comes along and shoots them just because they were playing outside. I mean, that's wrong. A lot of people will get mad about that. This is why I've done this video, because I just think it's sickening and heartbreaking. I mean, people can live their lives. Some people can't live their lives. I mean, people are developing every day. I mean, they had their whole life ahead of them, and they didn't deserve to die either. There's a lot of people in this world that don't deserve to die. Horrible. I mean, some people would say to themselves, how are they going to live with that for killing them children outside? I mean, fair enough, it's not in our country, and we're nowhere near there. But there's people that live in the Brazilian country. There's a heart, you know. It's just sickening. I just can't understand why. You know, loads of people are probably asking the same question: why on earth would it happen? Fair enough, it's on the news, and fair enough, the news channel may hide a lot of things and not say a lot of truth about stuff, which I can totally understand that. But doing that, and I mean, it just keeps happening over again. It's like recycling. More killings, more murderers, more stabbings, more shootings. It's like you can never escape it. Craziness. Absolute craziness. I'm just pissed off at the minute. I mean, some people would say, jerninhgam, it's not your concern. Well, the thing is, we all live in this world. We all breathe the same. We all eat the same. And hearing about that horrible act in Brazil. Now, a lot of family members and people are going to be thinking this happens in a regular occurrence of children getting shot in Brazil, but it's just sickening. You know what I mean? I'm doing this video and putting it onto YouTube so people can see this video I've done and explaining why. If you have a family member, if you have a family, and see that sort of thing, it damages you. You know, it's just really. Some people think, well, what's the point of being in the same area? But some people have heard about that, move out the areas. I mean, some people want to get away from war and stuff, but this has just really got me angry. I didn't even know these people in Brazil. You know what I mean? Or it's just silly. I mean, we should all try and get on with each other in the world. Some people don't want to, some people don't know how to, but that's all I can really say in this video. Rest in peace for them children that have died in Brazil. That's all I can say. And they didn't deserve the police officers to shoot them for no reason. That's my video today, and I hope people don't take this video the wrong way. And I've been very respectful, and I've not said any horrible things about it. I've not made any jokes. this is a good video. Thanks for joining me. Peace.